Hello, this is Jacqueline. Today is November 26, 2010, and we just finished a group talk here at Bilingual FM, and the topic of today's group talk was shopping. So, in speaking about shopping, we learned the verb to compare, and comparing is when you look at the differences or similarities between things. So, how are things different or how are they the same? So, this is to compare, so to look at the differences. And the reason it was brought up in this topic was because very often we compare prices at different shops before buying something. So we look at this shop and see how much does it cost, and we look at this shop and see how much it costs. So this is comparing prices. So in an example, I like to compare prices in different shops before buying something. Or let's compare Japanese culture to Canadian culture. So let's look at how they are different or how they are the same. In another sentence, how do these two countries compare? So how do they compare? And then we learn some more verbs. One is to gain and one is to lose, and we learn these because we were talking about shopping and buying clothes, and how when we gain weight we don't always want to shop anymore. So we to gain means to like in reference to weight, we gain weight means we put on weight, so now we weigh more. So I gained 5 kilograms when my daughter was born. So this is to gain weight. And also you lose weight. So I really want to lose 10 kilos. So this is when you get rid of weight. And then another verb we learned was to argue. And to argue means to fight verbally. So fight with words. An example, I always argue with my daughter. Or my husband and I never argue. And then we learned the noun cost of living. So the cost of living is high or cost of living is low. And this refers to how much it costs to live somewhere. So it considers rent and food and transportation, for example. And in an example, the cost of living in Tokyo is very high. Or the cost of living in the countryside is much lower than in the city. Okay, so that was the last word that we learned today. Some students had difficulty with, so I have 3 things here. The first one was, so the incorrect way that it was said, speaking about gaining weight, was I can't wear I like. And what she wanted to say was I can't wear what I like. So I gained weight, so now I can't wear what I like. We can also, instead of what I like, we can change that to I can't wear the clothes that I like. And the next thing was the incorrect way of saying this was I came back Japan 5 years ago. So we're missing a preposition here. I came back to Japan 5 years ago. There's another way to say where you came from. So I came back from the USA 5 years ago. I came back from the USA. I came back to Japan. And the last thing that there was difficulty with was referring to when we have a baby. So we give birth. So when I gave birth. And the mistake was when I was born. And of course, this is an okay sentence, but it means when my mother gave birth to me. So the proper way to say, like, when I gave birth to my daughter. So that's all we talked about in today's group talk. And thanks very much. Bye-bye.